You are now tuned into Philly's Morning Joe with your host, Joe Castro. Now, you might not like us, but we know you love us. So grab your cup and get ready to talk some Eagles. Go Birds.
What is going on? What is going on? Let's see if this is actually working. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see if this actually works. All right, we're going live testing. All right, so it has a very long delay, apparently. So, gotta get used to this stuff. Gotta get used to this. All right, but basically what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing a bunch of mock drafts. All right, if people want to join in, talk that talk, I'd love it. I'd love to see people in the chat. I know it's been a while since I've been here, so, you know, I get it. I definitely get it. It is what it is. But we're going to have some fun, man. And like I said, if anybody has an opinion, please let me know. Let me know. Can y'all hear the music good? Music is good. All right, so we should be straight. We should be straight. We're going to hop right into it. I'm not going to waste much time. I just want to do some mock drafts, you know, and let's talk. Let's talk. So we're going to hop right into it. Let me get the mock draft set up. This was a lot of work. I'll tell you that much. I switched utilities. We switched things that we're using. It's so much stuff. But we're going to get into it, man. I'm excited for this. I am excited for this. We're going to actually refresh this. I'm telling you, I need a assistant, man. If anybody want to help me do this, bro. So much stuff. All right, let's get it. I'm going to talk through this and kind of give you my thought process when I'm going through this and who I'm picking, why I'm picking them, and just where I see them fitting with the Eagles. I'll start here. I think that the Eagles are very lucky. I think that this might not be the most highly touted class, right? Like, I don't think you have 15 to 20 guys that are like, you know, no-brainers. These guys need to go in the top 15, top 10. What's going on? No more talk on the untradeable. Thank you. What's going on? Yeah, I'm not talking about. Look, I'm not talking about AJ. We can start there. All right, because I know a lot of people. What's going on, Eagles Realist? What's going on? It's beautiful to see y'all, man. Let's start there because I say a lot of stuff online about AJ, about what I think is going to happen. I don't think AJ's going anywhere. Look, I've spoken to a lot of people that are I've spoken to a couple of people that work for the Eagles, a couple of people that are close to these players and stuff like that. Yeah, I highly, highly doubt he's going anywhere. Was there tension? For sure. Were people upset? For sure. AJ Brown was very upset. He did ask to get traded after that playoff, well, during the playoff game. He was mad. He was mad. I think everybody was mad. I think everybody deserves to be mad. I think everybody's going to continue to be mad until we see it fixed. But AJ Brown's not going anywhere, and it doesn't make sense to keep on harping on that. I've seen so many stories about, he's going here, he's going there. Bro, they do not have that. Run me that 43 million. Bro, we don't have that money. We don't have that money. We barely have enough money to keep the guys we want to keep. Will Howie make things happen? As always, he'll figure something out, and things will, shake up differently than we probably fully expected to happen. But I've heard a lot about AJ Brown. I've heard a lot about even Jalen Phillips. How do you expect to re-sign Jalen Phillips if you're giving up AJ Brown? That's my question. How are you expecting to eat, even if it's not 43 mil, even if you're able to restructure, bring it down to 20-something, 30-something, how are you going to pay both of those bills? You're not going to be able to. So it makes no sense. I think that is just our hot take media wanting to have a hot take as always. It is what it is. And I think a lot of content creators have fell into that trap, me included. I had to take a little break from it because it was getting annoying. But he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. And I'll even add on to that. I do think we're going to bring Dean back. I do think that we're going to figure a way to bring Goddard back. I think that we'll end up saving money on the cap, at least this year, if we bring Dallas Goedert. So look, I think that there's a lot of stuff in this media cycle right now that I don't agree with, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hold on, I want to see something. All right, but yeah, I'm going to get into some drafts. You guys let me know how y'all feeling about these picks, about these guys. I think that there's a lot of good players, a lot of good day one guys. I think there's a lot of guys that can come in and learn in this system and become great for this team. So we're going to go right into it. I'm going to say it right off the bat. I am team trade down. I think if the Eagles can trade down, that would be a beautiful situation. Maybe not down to 48. But I do think that there will be offers. I think that people will be knocking on our door to see if we want to move down. I'm not trying to move down to 41. Not down to move 49. Let me see if I could propose something. Because look, at the end of the day, if the Eagles could go down to 30, I would take that. I would take 30. I would take 30. Let me see what Kansas City, if Kansas City wants to, because they're KC Concepcion makes a lot of sense for KC. It makes a lot of sense for the Bills as well. But I feel like KC would want to jump the Bills. So let me see if I can make something work with Kansas City. Where's Kansas City? There we go. Re-sign Goddard, draft Sadiq for that 2 tight end set for Grizzard. I wouldn't mind that at all. I would not mind that at all. I would not mind that at all. I'm going to see if Casey wants to do something real quick. I had to do this live 5 times, so it's not fully where I want it to be, but we're going to make it work. I don't know if this is gone, but anyways. All right, so I'm going to see if they would... Well, give me a 23. I'll give me back 28 and 74. I don't think that's too bad. 28 and 74 for 23. I'll throw in... I'll throw in a 6th-round pick next year. I think that's a fair trade. Wow, trade was rejected. All right, whatever. We'll just pick. I would love Dylan Theinman at this spot, especially depending on what happens, right, with a Reed Blankenship. If we're going to bring Reed Blankenship back, then maybe not. But it looks like we might not bring Reed Blankenship back. He might be the likely man out. Avion Terrell. I know a lot of people would love to have Avion Terrell on this team. You think Caleb Downs will do a Jahad Campbell this year? You think he'll fall? I don't think he'll fall that far. I don't think that far, especially because it's a different position. I mean, like if it was linebacker, maybe, but safeties they're harder to find. I feel like I don't think he'll slide down that much. Maybe though. I wouldn't be mad at that. I definitely would not be mad at that. All right. Do I want to go? I'm not against the safety. I'm not against the cornerback. I'm not against the wide receiver. I'm not against edge, obviously. Definitely not against offensive line. Emmanuel McNeil is a guy that I know a lot of people like. This first one, I'm not going to overthink it too much. I'm going to try and get who I think makes the most sense for the Eagles. If we're saying that Reed Blankenship doesn't come back and Dylan drops to us at 19 or at 23, feel like you got to take it. So I'm going to take Dylan at 23. All right, getting some more trades. Nothing really that good, though. All right, so we got a cornerback. We got a safety out of the way. Cassius is a guy that's fallen. I would not mind him. I know he didn't test that well, but I mean, I don't really care about testing. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It's good to see. It's good to know. You know, it's good for confirmation. I feel like testing is good for confirmation. If you feel a way about somebody and then you go see them run a good 40 or you know, good 3-cone drill, I can understand how that would bring somebody up a little bit on your board. But for me, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know if he would fit. I don't know if he fits what we want to do. We got this safety. I wouldn't mind a Skylar Bell. Trying to think who I want here. Is this where you just go offensive line? I don't know if Crownover is a guy I would really want to take this high. We are in the second round. I mean, what's going on, Gridiron? What's going on? For sure, yeah, let's kick it, man. This year was fun. It was a lot of people that didn't show up to the Senior Bowl, so it was actually kind of fun. I got to go crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you in here. I haven't been live in a minute, man, so I just wanted to do some drafts and see what we get here. Shout out to everybody in here. We got 6 people in here. I was not expecting to see anybody. I'm going to be real with you. It is hot in here right now. I don't know why. It's my lights. That's what it is. All right. Well, I'm going to stop. I'm going to poop or get off the pot. I'm going to go O-line. Part of me wants to go Julian Neal. Who's left on offensive line? I think I'm a wait. I like Jennings Dunker a lot. I like Keelan a lot as well. That's why I won't mind waiting there. Jacob Rodriguez could make sense for us, depending on what happens with Nakobe Dean. I do think he'll be back, but damn, I'm stuck. I love Denied Dennis Sutton. He might be a guy I go after soon. Do I go wide receiver? Do I go offensive line? I love Malik Muhammad. I like Takario Davis as well. I like Julian Neal. Yeah, there's a lot of good options right now. I think I'm going to take the big wide receiver. Am I? I don't know. Am I? Let me go with my gut. I'm going to go with Julian Neal. I know I'm going secondary back-to-back. I doubt that's something that the Eagles would do, but damn, I was hoping Drew Shelton would still be there. Ted Hurst gone. Damn, I was hoping Drew Shelton would still be there. All right. That muddies it up a little bit. I would not mind Skylar Bell at all. I like Skylar Bell a lot, especially being from Connecticut. Oscar Delp is somebody people are going to have to start actually selling me on because I'm not nowhere near as high on him as a lot of people are. I already went cornerback. Julian Neal probably going to go back to safety. That would make more sense. He doesn't have the body for that. How big is he? Yeah, 6'2". Yeah, I mean, I like him though. At that size, bro, and we need a guy that can definitely play outside. I think he can definitely play outside for us. I think Nakobe Dean will be back. I definitely think Nakobe Dean will be back. We'll see, though. You know, things happen, things change. It is what it is. He is the best blocking tight end. I'll give you that. But he just wasn't used at all as a receiver. And I get that I'm like nitpicking because I kind of talk junk about the other guys in this class because they're not good blockers. So I guess I can't have it both ways. But what do I think Dean's number will be to resign? I think he'll be around like 9 or 10 mil a year. I think realistically it's probably gonna be a higher like average per year, but I think that the way that they're going to structure it will make it so that once Zach Bond is gone, then his number will start to hit, like his big cap hits will start to go. It just doesn't make sense for me for the Eagles to let go of him. It really just doesn't make sense for me. Damn, I want to go Skylar Bell. I'm going to go Skylar Bell. I know people, I just never get to pick Skylar Bell. But yeah, I think that they're going to offset it in a way that they're able to keep both throughout Zach Bond's contract. I really do believe that all those Georgia boys are very important to signing the other. Like, I think that keeping Dean here will make it easier to keep Carter, keep Jordan Davis, keep, all those guys. I think that if you show, all right, we're willing to work with you, just work with us, that they'll probably sign a little bit easier. So I'm down with giving these guys the money they deserve. I am not trading with Dallas. Have a good one, brother. I appreciate you. I wouldn't mind this at all. Taking a couple more picks. They probably going to get Zachariah Branch. Zachariah Branch is a very interesting guy. I think he's either going to be great or he's going to be a special teamer. That's really where I'm at. I didn't want to say trash. I don't think he'll be the worst player in the world, but I think that he's got a very high ceiling as he runs very, very smooth. Let me see. We're just going to get through the first one. Let's get through one. Get the jitters out. We got a wide receiver, cornerback, safety. I want to go O-line here. I like Austin Barber a lot. Ooh, Derek Moore. Did I already take an edge? Yeah, we'll take Derek Moore. I'll take Derek Moore. Damn, Denice Dennis' son. I should have just took him. I still could. Zakee Wheatley's another guy I really like. We need offensive line. I probably shouldn't have waited this long for offensive line. Is Barber still here? Damn, Jake Slaughter got taken. Damn, Austin Barber went at 107. We'll go with Falil Famo. I mean, it'll be interesting also to see what this coaching staff can do with these young players. I mean, we've taken it for granted, but we've had the luxury of having Stoutland here for so long. Campbell from Texas guard. I don't know if I want to get a tackle that can move inside or just get a guard. Like, I think that getting a tackle that can move inside is more valuable right now for us. Just because we have no idea what's going on with Lane Johnson next year. But we really don't know what's going to happen with Tyler Steen. I know there's been talk about possibly kicking Cam Jurgens out to guard, but he was kind of getting bullied at center. I don't know if I want to push him out to guard. You already went past the athletic tackles. Yeah, I kind of shouldn't have waited. That was on me. That's what I was realizing once I got... Usually I go offensive line pretty early, and I was like trying to switch it up. I shouldn't have switched it up on the first one. Let's see what we got at time. I wouldn't mind Sam Roche. I like Dan Villari. Don't know too much about Joe Royer, I'm going to be honest. I know we're not going to get great blockers at this juncture. Keep an eye on Mo Freeling in the draft for Howie. Yeah, I think he will fall right to us too. He makes a lot of sense. We're gonna try it over. We're gonna start over. I don't like this draft at all. Thank God we could do that with mock drafts, right? Because Howie can't do that. If you find yourself, you're like, you know what? I hate this mock draft. We're gonna try over. Do this the right way. That wouldn't be bad getting the first next year. See, this isn't bad at all. Who are they looking at? Oh, they probably want Ty. Do I move out of the first round? That's the thing. Played 3 possessions on the O-line. Yeah, and that's what we love. We love the versatility. That's what we want. Would you move out of the first round? I'll give you 3. I mean, it's right out the first round. And then hopefully Blake Miller's there. Hopefully Blake Miller or Max. Yeah, I'll do it. Let's do it. Let's see how this works. If all of them gone, I'm gonna be so mad. All right, so we got our pick. So we still got Blake Miller. Because I was between Blake Miller and Max. Yeah, Monroe Freeling went at 15. That would be crazy if he goes that high. I'm not gonna lie. That would be kind of wild. I'm going to go with Blake Miller. We've been linked to him a lot. I'm going to reject that. All right, so we could have went ahead and got like Emmanuel. I should have went and got Emmanuel or Chris Johnson. I like Malachi Lawrence. I don't want to overthink it too much. We got our tackle. Yeah, I'm going to pull the trigger on Malachi Lawrence. All right, so you got your tackle, your edge. I do like the Julian Nealman pick. Julian Neal pick. I might just go ahead and take that again. I love Ted Hurst. I like Malik Muhammad too. Who would I want here? I think I'm going to stay on the offensive side. Let's see what we got at tight end. Wouldn't mind Michael Trigg. Do I want to? I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. How tall is Brennan? 5'9". I know he ran a crazy 40. I didn't remember how tall he was. Jacoby Lane is good. I'm going to go with Ted Hurst here. Damn, Malik Muhammad went right before me. Damn, Michael Trigg went. Let's go Eli Stowers. Let's see what else we could get here. So we got Blake Miller, Malachi, Ted Hurst, Eli Stowers, whatever. Love Devin Marshall. How tall is he? 5'10". I like Jay Sean a lot. Maybe this is where you take a Zakee Wheatley. I don't mind Zakee Wheatley at all. I like Devin Marshall. I said that right. I think I'm going to go Zakee Wheatley here. Get yourself a safety. All right, at 137, got ourselves a tackle, edge, wide receiver, tight end, safety. Let's see what cornerbacks we got left. I like TJ Hall. How tall is Dalen? 6'1", that's what I thought. You know what? I'm going to take a shot with Dalen Everett. I like him. I feel like he's a playmaker. Got some good size on him. We got 2 picks left. I'm going to take a flyer on Taylor Green just because I think that he is talented. And I feel like I don't like to tell people to change their position, but it would be very interesting to see if he changes his position. Because at that size, being that speed, I don't know, man. He could be a good tight end, good wide receiver, possibly. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take Taylor Green. We'll see. Worst case scenario, we grow him as a quarterback. I'm okay with that. Here, I'm going to probably go with some interior help, unless somebody jumps out at me. I love Lewis Bond, but Brockemeyer is a guy that I really, really like. And yeah, if he was here, I was going to take him. So I'm going to go with Brockemeyer to round that out. All right, so we got our full result. I ain't mad at this. I mean, how realistic is it that the Jets offer us these 2 picks? Probably not that realistic. they didn't get the quarterback I thought they would, but they got T.J. Parker and Bud Clark. That's not bad. We got Blake Miller and Malachi Lawrence. We got Ted Hurst, Eli Stowers, Akee Wheatley, Dalen Everett, Taylon Green, and James Brockemeyer. So I'm not too mad about that. That was 1.0. You know, it's 1.0. Wasn't perfect. I think it'll keep getting better. But at the end of the day, yeah, I just wanted to do that. Today was just really trying to make sure everything worked. Tomorrow we're going to be going longer, a lot longer. So I'll have it set up. Definitely get ready for that. I appreciate everybody that stopped through, everybody that's going to stop back through on the rewatch. Love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Other than that, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's going to be. It's Fly Goes Fly. And we are out here. Peace!
Yeah.